everyone, I'm Priyanka Sai, E3MME from RGUKT RKV. I welcome you all for the 10th episode of Fireside Chat with Alumni. There are many gems among all around us that can hold glimmers of inspiration, and one among them is here with us, Mr. Syed Vali sir. R08 batch chemical. He did his masters in Andhra University and pursuing his PhD in IOCL SFU Joint PhD Fellowship Program in Canada. I welcome you, sir.
Thanks, Priyanka. Thanks for the nice introduction. First of all, I want to thank RGUKT management for inviting me such an important interview like this. Especially, I would thank to Justin sir who called me for this, and thank you for seeing me. Yeah.
Let me say something about our alumni cell, sir.
Sure.
So, the main motive of our cell is to act as a bridge between graduates and the upcoming graduates. And our faculty coordinator is Mr. Mohammad Rafi, sir. I thank him a lot to giving me this opportunity and making me the part of this association. Thank you, sir. And let us start our session, sir, with your childhood. We would like to know about your childhood, schooling, family, and all.
Sure. Thanks, Rafi sir, as well. I forgot previously. Well, yeah, I'm from a village background, as most of you. I born in a village called Sipri in Anandpur district. I did my schooling until 9th in AP Social Welfare School, and then I moved to my village to pursue 10th standard because I had such an affection with my grandparents, so I couldn't able to live without them. So I moved to them, and then I studied 10th there. So my school was like, it is a neighbor village. It's not in my village exactly. It's around, I think, 1.5 kilometers. So we used to walk to the school sometimes. Sometimes I take bicycle, my grandfather's bicycle without knowing him, and he used to scold me sometimes, right? Yeah, yeah. That's all about my schooling. And so if you want me to talk about like how I entered into RGKT, I can go ahead.
Yes, sir. I would like to know about how do you know about RGUKT and your PUC life after entering RGUKT.
Okay, sure. Uh, well, I think you might have heard from some of my friends who give interview on this alumni cell that we were not aware of this program, right? So then the chief minister led Dr. Y.S. Rajశేఖర Garu has established these 3 campuses across the state, right? So I was a second topper at mandal level, and then fortunately the IIIT grabbed 85% of seats from the village students. That's fantastic idea. That's very useful and helpful to many families, right? So one fine day, my father went to magistrate. I mean, to the collector office in Anandpur city, and then went there to see the list. He saw the list and he come back and he said he was selected. I still remember the day. It was we were very joyful and happy because before that I got a seat in Polytechnic College, but we were supposed to pay 14,000 rupees to the college for the admission, and we didn't have that much money that time. So we were hopefully depending on this triple seat, and then luckily I got it. Um, so as you know, like that time we were the first batch. I would say experimental batch on good side. So they divided us 2,000 people, 2,000 students into 4 batches, I guess. And then I admitted in 4th batch. And the day I entered in the RGUKT, the old campus, so it was like it was constructing. There was a mud all over, and then there were no beds, no mattresses, and still constructing, right? So and it is also very hard for the management to accommodate that huge number of students at one go. Um, yeah, that was the first day. In our room, we were 23 students in dormitory, and we slept on the floor. And during that week, we got beds and mattresses, everything. And mess also, it was small, not that huge, and there was time slot for every dormitory unit.
Yes.
Yeah. So during that time, we go there and we eat it, and then come back, and then yeah, for a few days, like initially, it was like closed cell. It was case for us, like uh, because outside it is forest, right? It is not safe to go around and play around, and that time ground was also not ready, and we feel like we were in the case, but that's fine. Um, coming to studies side, right? So I am from Telugu medium until 10th, and it is for, I mean, like many of you, you might be studying in Telugu medium until 10th. I'm from the village. Um, yeah. So Triple IT, it is a new system, new approach. Everything is new. Learning by doing, projectors, laptops. So we were like confusing, like how you gonna adopt this system, right? How you gonna learn the concepts and the subjects, and that to English medium. So initially it was, I feel very hard, very hard. Sometimes I used to frustrate with that system. As I didn't get good CGPA in weekly exams and monthly exams. But slowly, with the help of other talented students, talented friends, I learned from them, and also we have a fantastic faculty there, mentors during PUC. They're very talented, very good, and very friendly. Um, that is good. And yeah, that's about PUC during like the hostel life and the classroom life.
Yes, sir. And how did you opt chemicals, sir? Like, did you get any demotivation at that time, or did you get any motivation that you should take that chemical branch, sir?
Not at all. Um, Chemical engineering is my first preference. I like that subject. Yes, there are notions like if you get into EC, CSA, Triple E, you will get good job. Your life will be good. That's completely wrong. Whatever you study, you give your best, right? So that's
Yes,
what
sir.
you need to believe. It's not a matter of like MME, chemical or mechanical, whatever it is you are studying, you are gaining some knowledge which will be useful in your future, right? So I haven't demotivated for opting chemical engineering. That was my first preference. And uh, so the reason I put chemical engineering as a first preference was like I like chemistry a lot. I used to score a lot in chemistry during PUC. Um, uh, but there is no connection between chemistry and chemical engineering. That I realized
Yes,
after chemical engineering. But still, I like the subjects during my E1. And same with MME also, right? MME
yes,
material science subjects are fantastic. Also civil engineering, right? So everything is useful. Um, so that was my first preference, and then we have amazing faculty. Lakshman Naik sir, Tirmal Rao sir, Ravi Kumar sir, and others. Yeah,
yes,
that's how I choose my engineering branch.
yes, sir. And how about your engineering life, sir? Like with faculty or with your friends or with the subjects? How was it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, let's put it this way: we may divide this into individual parts, right? Um,
Yes,
so with the studies, with the faculty, it was excellent. uh, I seen a change. I seen a new change in myself in terms of studies. I started to score more. I started to study very hardly. and because it is an engineering branch, and it is not easy to understand those concepts. So I studied hard, and I learned them. And faculty also used to help during off hours. They used to come in the night and help students. We have study hours from 8 to 10, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
yeah, they help us. And every subject, if you study, eventually, like during the progress of time from E1 to E4, every subject is challenging, every subject is interesting, and that's what you are gonna apply practically after your graduation, when you get the job or when you are into research field, right? um, yeah, that's about studies. Oh yeah, and um, regarding studies, the fourth year of my PhD was phenomenal, I would say. Because I worked in publication, right? So
Yes,
there was a background motivation for that. It sounds silly, it sounds crazy, that I'm telling now. During my 10th class, there was a movie called Shivaji, acted by Rajnikant and directed by Shankar, released in 2008, 7 or 8, I don't know. So I saw that movie, and in that movie, the idea is good, right? So Rajnikant went to abroad and earn money and come back to India and help people, right? So that's the idea rooted in my mind, when I was studying 10th class. So I don't know how I'm going to pursue in my future, but I decided I want to go abroad. I want to settle in abroad and to do study higher level studies. So the same idea I had during my third year. So I heard from some of faculty that you need to write GRE, IELTS, or TOEFL, and apply to the universities. So I get to know the process of application, and then one of the EC faculty, I think Kishore Kumar, I guess. So he told me, like, if you publish a paper, if you have a paper during your BTech, you will easily get the admission. So that is again added to my motivation, right? So and during the fourth year, I approached Justin sir, and he's fantastic human being, and he's very kind. Um, so he told me, like, and also you see the situation. We are the experimental batch, and we barely have our laboratory equipment for our courses, our subjects, and we put a target of publishing a paper without any equipment, without any you know possible resources, right? So, but anyway, we pursued. We started. Me and Justin sir and my friend Uday Kumar also, Uday Kiran, sorry. Yeah, so, and it was not an easy task. So we have to do a literature survey. We have to identify the gaps and fill those gaps, and you have to be novel. Your results should be novel when you compare with other publications which are already there in the community, right?
yes,
And then
sir.
you have to design the experiments, and get the good results and publish. And the most important part is write up. So you need to be very good at writing, and I'm not good at that, to be honest. Um, yeah, so we started. Justin sir has friends in IIT Madras with his guide, Dr. Rangarao sir, and we started the experiments, and we had one equipment called IVM STAT, electrochemical workstation, in your MME department,
Yes, sir.
and we got some good result. So that's the evaluation part of the electrode. So we prepared electrode for the supercapacitors, and we evaluated. But on the other side, you need to characterize it, right? The morphology, the crystallinity, and the purity of it, and other stuff. So we sent that samples to IIT Madras, and they tested, and we were like, okay, we may get some decent results. But when we see the results and listen, we were like amazing, like we were surprised, because that kind of results were not in our imagination. So we feel like we may get some good results. We might publish because electrode was evaluated very perfectly, and that result is good. So that is one lucky thing, I would say. So,
Yes, sir.
and we return the paper, everyone in the paper. Um, so we submitted again. We got rejections for the few times at first, and then we finally able to publish the paper.
Yes,
It's an international journal, RC Advances. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yes,
That's about the studies part. Coming to friends, like. Uh, I used to interact very less with the people. Mostly, um, I interacted with few people, very less people, because um, it is tough for me to connect with the people very easily. But if I connect, they will be the friends for lifetime. Um, yeah, that's about the friends part. Coming to the life. The other life in RGUKT, it was very good. Like we have very good faculty who used to encourage students to participate in extracurricular activities. Uh,
yes, sir.
so I was a active member in NSS. I was in the documentation team, and we used to conduct the activities like plantation, uh, and the plantation. I remember now. I think there were some images shown in one of alumni interview. I think Surya, I guess. In his interview, there were some photos shown in the interview, like plantation. So,
Yes, sir.
we used to do such kind of things, and all the trees that you are seeing in front of your buildings were planted by us
Yes,
in
sir.
2011 something. It was fantastic life there. Um, Also, we went to elections to conduct webcasting live, right? We for the recording the elections, and
Yes,
I was in the main team, and our friends is there at each every webcasting station. I mean, the polling stations, and whoever get the problems, maybe technical issues, we used to go there and solve them and take care of them, stuff like that. Yeah.
yes, sir. I've heard a lot about you, sir. I've heard a lot about you from Justin, sir, that you
Mhm.
have worked nights and days and nights for that publishing that paper.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. That's so
And
kind of him, and he's very good guru to me, and he's still very good mentor to me. He's very good. You know, I don't have words to say about him, but he's always in my heart. Um, because of him, I passionate about the research. I put my career in the research, and I'm loving it. And because of him, I designed my career in my fourth year, and now I'm pursuing it. Yes, it takes time. It took time
yes,
for me. It was not easy because of financial background, and other stuff. And yeah.
yes, sir. Sir, how was your life after RGUKT, sir? Can you compare that life in RGUKT and after RGUKT? Like, did it help? The RGUKT life helped you to see the mainstream outside the RGUKT?
Yes, there are some pros and cons. You know, um, the first thing is like you will be able to live on your own. That's what you will learn in educated. I strongly say that,
Yes,
irrespective of your difficulties in your personal life or professional life, you will be able to survive. And the cons, like since you are in the valley, surrounded by mountains, you are not much socialized with others, right? In the cities or someone, so that way you
yes,
might have less knowledge about the surrounding world, but that's not a problem. You can easily gel with the world when you come out from RJKT. Um,
yes,
yeah, and then yeah, if you compare between RGUKT life and after RGUKT, definitely I would want to go back to RGUKT because you are safe there. You are safe there, and you have a fantastic time, and you have good friends, and you have relationships, everything. So that's very good. So when you come out, you have to be survive, right? So um, it was for me. It was hard. To be honest, it was not that smooth for me. Um, I applied for universities. I got an admission from TU Dortmund, Germany, and but I didn't get a sufficient loan to apply for a visa.
Okay.
So we approached the bank. They didn't help. We approached our relatives, and no one could able to help. And by the time it is already 8 months over. Uh, now I'm in the 2015, so I didn't had a chance to apply for GATE exam also because that GATE exam deadline was already passed, and so it was frustration. Um, so one of my friends suggested me that why can't you write PG set, do MTech in the Andhra University or SV University, and then go for PhD abroad. So I gave it a try. I got a good rank, and then I entered into Andhra University, and
Yeah.
again, excellent professors there, excellent studies, and I would say wherever you go, my suggestion is to give your best, right? Whatever you do, wherever you are, give your best. Um, so I studied hard there again. I got good CGPA. I did my MTech project in HPCL R&D Center, Bangalore. There also I had 6 months time, and then again it's a matter of your growth, right? Exponential growth. Because
Yes,
you
sir.
published a paper in BTech, and you have to publish a paper again in MTech. No matter where you study and what you are, because you have to maintain your academic career equally and balance that, right? So one of my professor from the Andhra University helped me to get into HPCL R&D Center, which is not easy to get in. Luckily, I got that. And they're also excellent researchers there. They're always helpful, even though they're busy all the time. Um, so I worked in hydrogen production from naphtha cracking, and then again I got the good results and the calculation analysis as well, and then able to publish in International Journal of Hydrogen Energy, which has impact factor 4.6 that time, and I think now it is 5. Um, yeah, so after MTech, like I come back to Vizag to give my PhD, sorry, MTech defense and everything. So and then again survival part comes again. Search for the jobs and do that job, this job, and get money, survive, pay the rent, and everything, the normal stuff. One fine day, my department head from the HPCL R&D Center called me, "Are you interested in joining again as an employee?" So I was very happy, and then I joined there on contract basis as a research executive. Um, um, yeah, it went well, and I still I never give up never give up applying abroad universities for the PhD because I want to settle in abroad. The reason is simple. The reason is simple. You are from the poor background, and you don't have to be live like a poor, right? There should be a family development, isn't it?
Yes,
For
sir.
everyone, not only me, for everyone, there should be a family development. Your children should not struggle like you, right? You have to give comfort life to them. Yes, you need to teach them like how to survive. That's the other part, but other than that, there should be a family development. So that's the only reason that I want to go abroad. It is because of the quality of life and the money, right? um, and yes, and some people like is happy with whatever they are. That's a different story, but this is what happened to me in my life. So I
Yes.
never give up applying applying abroad universities. Again, so many rejections. Application rejected. I applied all over the Europe, UK, US, Australia. So then Canada was never there in my mind. To be honest, Canada was never my option. And one day, like one of my colleagues, like she suggested me apply for there is a PhD program between IOCL and SFU, Simon Fraser University, Canada, and it is very excellent program because it's an MOU between Indian government and Canadian government. So there is some type of collaboration at government level. So she suggested, but I'm not interested. I was not interested in that. But again, I pushed myself through, and because that's almost I was at the verge of giving up my dream, and that is very frustration. I feel like am I going to live like other people that who are not living in their dream? Because everyone, they set their dream, they set their ambitions, targets, goals, whatever, and some of them reach and some of them not reach, right? So I was thinking, my mind was like that, but luckily they called me for interview. I went to Delhi, and there were professors from the Canada University and research officers from the IOCL, IIT, and professor from IIT Madras in the interview. And when I step into interview, like I feel like I want this. I really want this. I prayed God. I really want this. And then I give my best. So since I already have two publications and relevant research experience, so they give me a lot. So my interview went almost more than 45 minutes than others. Then that day, so interview was 3 days, I guess. Then I come back to Bangalore and then started. And in January, I got a letter from IOCL that you selected. So they selected two people. Again, like it was good. It was good on this side, and there are some struggles and family and other personal life also, but that's fine. So when I come to Canada, like the life is completely new here. The new people, the new government, new system, new roads, new everything is new. Completely, I feel like there is a new page turned up in my life. So here also, like I started my research again, and so that's what I'm saying. Like when you study in RGUKT, you will be able to survive no matter what, how the hurdles you get, how struggle you do in RGUKT. But don't give up your dreams, right? Yeah. So I would say, I'm proudly say, I'm living in my dream, right? I'm living in my dream. I'm happy, and that's what, when you pursue your dream, uh, 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 that's when you feel the purpose of your life out of it, and you will be happy.
Yes.
Yeah, being happy is again essence of life, right? So
Yes,
yeah.
sir. So, do you want? We have a surprise for you, sir.
Oh really? Waiting.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I was so lean that time, and we have excellent friends here.
Yes,
Right
sir.
side, I have Pedaya, and left side, Sham. I almost remember everyone's name. Mm. Yeah,
Yes,
it
sir.
was. I think it was in E1, I guess. E1 PUC. E1, engineering first year. Yeah, it's
Yes, sir.
in.
Sir, shall we go to the next photo?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Here it is.
yeah, crazy people. So we, I can't say some things, but we did some crazy things in the class and then outside. Uh,
Yes, sir.
just beside me,
So,
Hari. He is hero for everyone in the class.
yeah.
Um, yeah, they're
Sir,
nice people. Yeah.
we have another surprise for you, sir.
Oh, cool.
Um,
Wow.
Yes,
Hi, sir.
yes.
Hi, sir. How are you?
Syed Vali, I am fine. How are you?
I'm good, sir. I'm good.
Very nice. I am very happy to see you in this program,
Uh,
and I am very proud of you. That I already my your juniors might be knowing because when
Yes, sir.
you are doing that our project, that means you came to me in the final year of your BTech.
yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay, that time only because it is not so easy. Whatever things we want to publish, then you are asking, sir, we want to publish. I want to publish one paper. Like that you asked me.
Yes, sir.
Because that time here there is no facilities because you might be knowing how to do, but if you want to do some things we have to travel at least so many places. Chemistry lab in one side, then we have to go for taking weight in mme lab, for cleaning the electrode you have to go there, all these things. Then for the some other electrical characterization we have to come to the supermarket. Like that lot of issues are there.
Yes, sir.
But really, I am proud because you are the one who's motivated. Because motivated means you pressurized me to start the research in this situation. I came from IIT Madras only, but even though you are the inspiration because you are insisting, like you and the other students also there. So Venkatesh is another one is there, later next batch. But
Yeah.
you are saying, I want this paper, I need, like that you are telling. Then I thought, oh, how can we do it? Because I know this experiment I have to do, but we are not having anything. We need nickel foam for the electrode fabrications. Electrochemical workstation is there in MMA department, but making and all these things, you people done extraordinary way. Even night up to 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. Initially, I used to be there with you people, but
Yes.
within 1 month, 1.5 months, you people are slowly learning. Then you are doing yourself that things. During that process I understand about you that you have good analytical skill. Then you are analyzing that things, then how to very curiously you are looking that things, and your commitment, that is more important. Okay, the commitment is extraordinary things. We need something, we want to do some work in research or anything. If you want to do something, we simply I can say that I want to make one paper, it cannot be possible until you are having such type of commitment. That I found from you. When you are finishing that things, then we want to upload the paper. Then your college, our college vacation started.
Yeah.
Then you are insisting in that, sir, until you are uploading the paper I won't leave this place. Like that you insisted. Okay, then here there is no hostel, you have to stay in my home. He stayed. Then we are trying to upload everything we done. But during that process, I nearly 7 to 8 month interaction only. Okay,
Yes. Yes.
that time I learned that you will do very good in your research, because I found that even that type of, because after writing that manuscript, everything I found that minimum you are normally second year, third year of IIT students, best students only having such type of things. And due to God grace, we
Yes, sir.
made that material. That material, you can see that still now also, well, top 5 labs can only make such type of materials. That you might be knowing.
Yes, sir.
How that we are imitated the nature. The anti-flower we made it, and it's extraordinary things. So
Indeed.
what I want to say, the people like you who want to do further, your juniors and all this thing is, if you want to do research means we have some dream, and after that we have to analysis how to do all these things, and you have to commitment. All these things will make it in a good things, and we have to do very fast.
Yes,
Otherwise
sir.
whatever things we are doing earlier, such things cannot be do further later, because that may not be that much novelty. So research means novelty is very very good things. And due to, and I think your paper here is the RGUKT first published research publication.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yeah.
RGUKT name.
Yes.
Okay, so I am really proud. You achieved whatever things I am not able to achieve. In
No,
this
sir.
way, I am very proud of you. Like some other people are there, because for me, when student is making good things better than me, then only I feel that I am a good teacher. Okay, through in that way you passed my test. Anyway, all the best for your further career. You will get lot of things. I am hoping for everything. I want to see in a better way later.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Priyanka. You are also my project today.
Sir, thank you for accepting my invite, sir. Thank you very much.
Hmm.
Okay. Sir,
Yeah,
how do
that's
you
what,
feel, sir?
yeah, that was really surprised to me. I didn't expect that, you know. I have seen like in other interviews, like you will show some pics and you will take back us into the memories back then. But this surprise is really a surprise, a very big surprise. Uh, Thank you so much, Priyanka, for that. Yes, as I said previously, Justin sir is fantastic human being. So when you have a commitment, when you have a dream, he will help you, he will guide you. So as you were
Yes,
saying just now, everyone, not only to me, so everyone in the RGUKT who are studying in E1 to E4 should have some type of commitment. And
yes,
yeah, I would suggest, right? I would suggest like
yes,
yes, you have a fantastic time in RGUKT, you have a friends, you have a relationships, you have everything, but maintain the balance between personal life and the academic life. Don't slip away from your academic life because of the hurdles in your personal life, right? So that's the important point. So this is life. This is how it works. So you have to be balanced. Since you're already learning, you learn from them. You learn from your failures, and after learning, like put them practically in your life.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you for accepting my invitation for this session, sir. I feel
Thank you.
very pleasure to talk to you.
Well, it's my pleasure to give this kind of interview. Um,
Yes,
all the best, everyone, and
yeah,
have a
thank
good
you,
day.
sir.
Yeah,
Sir. Okay, sir. Then let us wind up this session, sir.
sure.
Thank you, everyone, for viewing this session, all viewers and faculty. And I thank Rafi, sir, for giving me this opportunity. Thank you, sir.